So guys, today we are taking a look at a situational short game shot, which is how you can play a shot out the rough and still get the control on your golf ball to give you the best chance of getting it up and down. So it's the time of year where you're around the greens, so the grass is growing quite a lot, you know, it's getting quite lush, and it's how do you control your golf ball out the green. Not miss the green by a lot here, probably 10 yards off to the right in the rough, okay? Now what we're looking at is the ball there sat down in the rough. Back in the day, what we were looking at is how do you get it out the rough? It was, you know, get quite a steep angle of attack on it, chop it out and get that ball onto the green. So it's sort of like, you know, you're getting in here, you're hoping, getting a bit of a choppier angle, getting in here, it comes out quite low, you're hoping for the best, it's nearly at the flag, but unfortunately it's virtually ran off the other side of the green. Now what we're seeing is, well, it's not what we're seeing the modern tour player do. You take a look at Tiger Woods around the green, we've seen a few shots recently, you know, pre the Masters, whereas around the greens and very, very shallow, wide angle. Now the reason for this is what they're doing is, they're getting a much longer bottom to the arc, okay? So what we mean by that is, the club's interaction with the floor is for a longer period of time, because obviously if that bottom is shallow in this direction here, it's working along the floor for a greater period, means that effectively we can almost catch it fat and the ball's still going to come out and have a decent result. So what we're going to do is we're going to control the ball with height. Now having a look at this, I've got to go over a ridge, it's downhill, I've got to control what's happening to that golf ball to get it anywhere near the flag. So to get that, we're going to use the descending angle, so the flight, and let that control where the ball's going to go, because obviously we still need some form of control to enable us to have the opportunity to try and get this up and down, okay? So what we're going to do is explain how you go around doing this. So get another ball in here, kind of, let's make sure that's just where I hit from just a moment ago, so we'll get it right in there. So it's kind of sat pretty well down in the grass. Now what we're going to do first of all is get the stance wider. Okay, the reason the stance is getting wider here is it allows us to lower that centre of gravity. What we're doing then is flexing the lead leg a little bit more and flaring that foot. Keeping that flex allows me to keep my weight through that front foot more. Then what I'm going to do is have a very wide angle, or wide arc. So it's wide going back, letting that face open, and on the way through all I'm doing is turning through and letting the club slide under the ball, and that should generate all the height I need for this shot. So I'm going to see how much height we can get here, and obviously I'm going to see how this club can work through the grass. We can see it's going to slide still, it's going to work through it, a bit like a bunker shot if you like, but obviously we're using this height to control the landing angle of the ball. Knees out, okay, foot's flared, quite low down, so just trying to get the feel of wide back, turning through. So I actually caught that a little heavy, it's just caught the slope, it's about 10 feet, it's just rolled down the slope, but it was a really good shot. It came out really high, really soft. All I did was miss my spot there, it's actually got hole high. So all I've not done is factor in there's a slope there to the left of the flag. If I landed that a few feet right, that would have been absolutely perfect. But what we've got is this shallow bottom is allowing me to get that height on the ball and I have the control. I've got 10 feet from my par there, whereas previous ones are 25, 30 feet beyond the hole, almost gone off the green, and a really difficult putt coming back down the slope. So you obviously still got to be able to have control out the rough, and the way to control the ball out the rough is going to be able to get height on the ball, and that will then allow you to have a soft landing and have a soft bottom, which will mean that you've got the opportunity to get up and down from really difficult positions. And I would say, as your long game's getting better, you're probably going to find yourselves in some positions where you've got short-sided shots, because that is when our long game's at its best. We sometimes start to take flags on because we feel so confident, and that is the time when we leave ourselves these more tricky up and down shots. This is the sort of thing, situational wise, that could really make a big difference to you saving shots. If you'd like to see some more situational work like this, please comment below. Let us know what videos you'd like to see around the greens. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thanks for watching, and talk with you again very soon.